Hello, welcome back to more Final Fantasy 14. It's been a couple weeks since we
Hi, I feel
recorded.
welcome.
I
Thank
had
you.
a bunch of the MSQ. I had a bunch of the MSQ to get through. Here's an odd spot where my shadow is like moving in a strange way as I hop back and forth here. Anyway, let's go ahead and queue for the multiple things we have today. I am going to be Dragoon.
We just vomited all over your intro.
That's okay.
This person whose name is just like a lowercase L 10 times is still here.
Alright.
What, barcodes?
Yes.
I like barcodes.
Okay, are you guys ready to queue?
Well, we don't not as a party, but
Oh, right, Okay. God, since we got to Kugane, we tried to look for Gosetsu and Yugiri, after initially being led astray by a Namazu, which is a little catfish fucker, who tried to sell us out to Sangalians. We beat those guys up. We were... The problem is you're not allowed, if you're a foreigner, you're not allowed to, like, get into fights in Kugane. They will arrest you. So, you know, this is basically a trap. And, we managed to get away from the Suisei... What the hell are they called? Heiguime? I don't know. I was gonna say Suisei Seki. I think that's a fucking character from Rosen Maiden. I can't remember what they're called, but, Suseki Gui? Shit, it's some shit like
They're
that.
fucking turtles.
No, they're samurai. They're like the police of Kugane.
I see.
No, we were helped out by a guy called Soroban, who is a Kojin, which are basically turtle people, and he was like, hey, I can help you out. He, hid us from the cops for a while, and then we were able to capture the Namazu, and we're like, where is Gosetsu? What do you know? And he's like, okay, I'm sorry. I led him into a trap too, and he got arrested. So we're planning this prison escape, but we get there, and it turns out that he's already made friends with the prison guards and made a bet that if he can beat 10 of them, then they'll let him go. And he's just beaten the 10th one, so we're like, oh, okay, that worked out. He's like, hey, I didn't expect to see you guys in Kugane. What are we doing? And we're like, we're trying to help you. We want to help Doma. He's like, cool. So we're on our way to Doma,
cool.
And on the way there, we head into the Ruby Sea, which is controlled by a group called the Confederacy, who are basically a bunch of just independent people from like Doma and other places that group together to basically be pirates. They basically just extort people out of money who are trying to cross the sea. But they're okay people, they're not the Empire. Basically, we found out that there's a fishing village where the Viceroy is doing some stuff, and the Viceroy being a lady named Yotsuyu, who is Doman, but seems to hate her own people and actively revel in their suffering, and has basically, agreed to work with the Garleans to subjugate her own people. She's, tormenting these poor villagers, making them kill each other. We want to step in and do something, but we're like, they'll punish them more. But Gosetsu's like, listen, I'll go in. Maybe if they get distracted trying to get information out of me, they won't be harassing the villagers. And we're like, shit, alright. And he's like, I trust that you'll be able to come save me soon. Can we do that? Is that a plan? And we're like, I guess. So he hands himself over. Yotsuyu's fucking torturing him. They still technically don't know that we're here, like, the Scions. They only know about Gosetsu. So this whole time since then, we've been trying to find a way to help him out, and we're like, we're gonna need the Confederacy's help if we're gonna be able to, do anything about this. But they're unwilling to get involved because they're like, we fought hard to establish our place here, and we're, not at war with the Garleans. But we investigated a bit, and we're like, oh, they're running out of resources, and they're obviously like on the brink of coming into contact with the Garlean Empire anyway. Let's see if we can basically ride that wave and help them out when the time comes and try to get their trust and get them on our side. So, to do that, we want to prove that we're strong and capable, and so our plan is, hey, there's these red Kojin around here, because the guy that helped us was a blue Kojin. There's two kinds. One kind of them... Sorry, this is a lot of story to explain, but there's been a lot of story. There's two kinds of Kojin. There's the group that decided to basically become you know, work with the Garlean Empire and all that kind of thing. But the thing is that they have basically pretended that they're not religious, and all of this is to serve their people and their kami, their spirits, their gods. But they're doing so by denying them. And so the Blue Kojin are like, this is foolishness, like, the kami are not going to be impressed with them, you know, supposedly trying to help them by denying them. Like, this is only going to end in failure for them. You know, we have stuck to our old ways. So we help them out, and we're like, yeah, our plan is basically, let's go deal with the Red Kojin, and then if we are able to do that, we'll prove to the Confederacy that we're cool enough to work with them, then they'll help us get to Doma. And of course, ultimately, this is all so that we can we can free Doma to show that to the people in Girabanya that we're cool enough and strong enough to save fucking Al Amigo. So, you know, this is all just building reputation and shit.
Trust us,
it's
cool.
A lot of bullshit to, you know,
yes.
accomplish something.
And there's one more thing I haven't mentioned, which is, as part of trying to get the trust of the Blue Kojin, they were like, you need to go look for this sacred treasure of ours. You know, and they pointed us in the direction of a little town called Sui no Sato, which is, I should mention, all this shit is, like, underwater in the Ruby Sea. We're actually still not in Doma. But anyway.
God.
So they're like, go to Sui no Sato. So we go there, and it turns out it's a village of Aura, which are, like, the scaly, horned people. And we get in there, and they basically immediately tell us to fuck off. For basically the same reason that the Confederacy did. Like, there's lots of this around here. Kugane was much the same, where they're like, we're right next to the Empire. We have maintained our place by being fiercely independent and, like, you know, not letting people in, go away. And we're like, but we need your help. And they're like, we appreciate that. We're not saying that you have any, like, ill intentions. We don't, on principle, we don't work with anyone, so please go away. And we're like, fine. So we're trying to figure out what to do when, just completely randomly, we are approached by two Aura who are like, hey, you guys are outsiders. Do you know what's going on with Doma? And we're like, why? And they're like, if you must know, our daughter left to go join the resistance, and we don't know what's up with her. Her name is Yugiri, and we're like, oh, yeah, we know Yugiri, and we tell them all about our relationship with her, and they're like, oh, that's so great to hear, you know, if you're friends of Yugiri, you're friends of ours, here, we'll help you out, we can tell you how to find this magic, this mystical stone thing you're looking for, the, Magatama, and that's because it's made of a certain material that glows under a special type of light. So here, take this lantern and you can find it. So then we did. And then when we came back, that unlocked like a bunch of side quests around the place, and one of them was that the sister of the princess of Sui no Sato, the Ruby Princess, I can't remember the name of the sister, but she's like, yeah, listen, my sister's actually been trapped in the palace that we, like, you know, that's, like, sacred to us, Shisui of the Violet Tides. She's trapped in there because this mysterious cloaked guy, who is probably an Asian, if I had to guess, showed up and said he was gonna, like, consecrate the place, but it seems like he actually did some kind of dark ritual, and now she's trapped in there and, like, turning into a monster or something, or, like, infested with an evil spirit. And they're like, we were thinking of just flooding this place because it's in like a big bubble. They're like, we're thinking of just flooding and destroying the place, and you know, that would kill my sister, but it's probably the safest option. But I'm kind of desperate and I want to see if somebody can maybe go save her. So that's what we're doing. This is an optional dungeon. The actual thing we're supposed to be doing is dealing with the Kojin. That will happen afterwards.
Bruh.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. Okay, now I gotta explain Dragoon.
Nope.
It's pretty simple.
By the way, there's these little buried, like, anglerfish things. Just stay away from those.
Okay. Overall, it's pretty simple. Oops. Come on. Okay. Oops, that's what I meant to do. It's kind of just, you got like a 1-2-3 combo, you got your buffs. There's like a fourth part to the combo that I have to do nowadays.
Sorry, I forgot. Thanks, James. I was wondering why I was having absolutely no hard time staying at full
It
health.
seemed like I was taking a lot of damage, but I figured I was just standing in the middle of AoEs.
Yeah, I thought so too. I just sensed anything was wrong.
Okay.
I see how it is.
This place seems kind of cool. I see we're already getting
I
the
think
same...
Joel hates this level, and it's just because
I
we
do.
used to get it a lot. Or is there
I've done
another-
it too many times, and it's pretty broken up, especially toward the end. You can't combine a lot of pulls. I hate any dungeon that does that.
Oh, I think I actually showed the Dragoon thing in a previous video, now that I think about it, just while we were, like, queued somewhere, because it was my second class. I do have more to it now, but it's not a huge amount. I've got basically a fourth part to my both of my 1, 2, 3 combos, and I have an extra part to my AoE. I've got some more jumps. I've got Battle Litany, which is basically just a thing you do on cooldown. I've got Gear Skogul, which is going to be more important later.
Skogul.
But Gear Skogul.
Gear Skogul.
Right now, it's literally just an off-global strong attack. Apparently, it's going to be important later in a
Yep,
combo.
it is the move that kicks off your Life of the Dragon cycle. So you will be using it basically on cooldown in the future. And when you do,
Right.
it will
Future.
change your rotation.
I have
actually haven't done
specifically avoided
anything.
using Monk in a long time because I didn't want to over level it for when we did this stuff, and
Right.
Boy, do I like need a refresher on how this shit works.
Meanwhile, the class
not
that
actually
I
used
picked
to my
for
level 50
going
stuff
through
this
this
year.
with, which was Ninja, is level 83, and I'm not even
Oops.
using it.
Clearly, you got to pick up something else.
Better not.
There's not much left to pick up. I have so many classes that I've picked up and dropped because I decided I didn't like them.
Oops, I did not mean to not do the end of my combo. That's unfortunate.
I do wonder, you know, out of all the people who have level 90 and everything, or even just most things, like, you know, how many people main the random button and, like, actually play all of that?
I did not know there was a
versus-
random class button. That's funny.
There isn't, but, you know,
Oh,
I was trying to make it funny.
okay.
It was a Smash Brothers thing. My
I
main
should
is the
mention-
random character.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, both of these fourth pods are actually positionals as well.
Is stack or stay away? Difficult to tell.
Get away from
Well,
each other.
guess what I fucked up. See, I would have guessed get away, but earlier we had some other thing that was a stack, and it
Yeah,
looked
the-
nothing fucking like one. So
The white and black rings means match this with the opposite that someone else has. But only one. They're not exactly stack markers.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Also, you
This-
got to backflip everywhere if you're a Dragoon. It's just a rule.
This is the big pull.
I don't like this shit.
This is
man,
the
okay,
big
never
boy.
mind.
Here we go.
Oh, are we gonna meet those earlobe fuckers?
No, that's a different one. It is a
You mean
Stormblood one.
Siddharma Gautama? You actually know who Siddharma Gautama is.
I apparently don't have
That was
aggro
the name
on-
of the Buddha.
Oh, is it this idiot? Come here. I like this. We're just invading this castle. They think we're here to kill their ruler. That's funny.
Oh, it did not occur. Well, aren't these guys maybe under the evil curse as well?
Yeah, they are,
Okay.
but they don't know that. You know, this guy was like, fall back and defend Her Highness. We're not
I
into
see.
that.
Yeah, the Dooms fight.
Oh god, I forgot about all these other abilities that I have. What the fuck do these even do?
Your mom.
Okay. Reduces damage taken.
What do you mean second boss already?
HP recovery.
Oh.
That's because we.
Why is the
hit
second boss
fucking
the
gas.
Ruby Princess? The hell? I thought this would be the final boss.
There is a mechanic here you'll need to watch out for. I'll call it out when it happens.
It will involve getting near a
Shit.
treasure chest.
Or standing in one. Okay,
Yeah,
get in the chest. Not one that someone else picked. And then stay away from the center.
You become, you know, an
You
old
become old.
piece of shit,
And
which
because
means you're
you're
immune
old-
to seduction.
Yeah,
and
you
that-
can't be seduced, which means you don't get dragged into the stay away. Isn't that lovely?
It makes perfect sense.
I assume this is a reference to the story of the Dragon Palace. Which...
You guys want to run the fuck away with those. I
Which
think
is
he's
where,
right. Yep.
Ooh. Okay, shit. Yeah, geothermal flatulence, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it was following me.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, what killed me? I wasn't in the AoE that time.
It was traveling, it just followed you.
Okay, but it didn't look like I was... Like, I started moving so that it wouldn't hit me, and then I was still taking
Oh,
damage.
shit. Eh.
You kind of have to keep
Luckily-
moving from the moment it starts, otherwise they catch
Wow!
you.
Good fucking...
Uh-oh.
Good fucking, time to be revived. Jesus fuck.
Yeah. What am I doing again?
I'm definitely not being efficient with the way I'm doing my rotation here, but, shut up.
I'm probably still doing
question.
worse than you. Don't worry about it.
I'm doing okay.
I didn't want to call come old.
Oh, these ones are fucking traveling all day.
Yep.
Oh no! No,
Run.
me being old is bad. No.
I didn't touch the fucking thing. Okay,
You got
I don't
near
re-
it.
I don't remember the story of the Dragon Palace. It's some shit
Uh-oh.
to do with like a fisherman
No, I
fishes
can't
up.
fucking get to one.
Oh no!
Oh,
See, I-
okay,
oh,
no, I
just
got
barely.
it.
I didn't know the mechanic was happening. I thought we'd be fine because the boss is almost dead.
Well, we will be now. And she's dead.
Yeah, fuck. This boss sucks. Right. Anyway, it's to do with the fisherman fishing up like a dragon princess that's like, come to my palace, and then he does, and then
And then he headbutts her.
I think I can't remember what happened. It's something to do with he leaves, and it's like, you know, time passed differently while he was gone.
Seasons
And everyone
time passes by.
Shut up. And everyone he's ever known has died because it's been like 200 years, even though we thought he's only been gone for like, you know, a couple of years.
Nothing wrong with my little song that I did.
You interrupted me. That was the annoying part. I've been trying to tell the story for like a few minutes.
This one time I hurt my feet when I went to the bank
bank,
because I
I
wasn't
didn't wear
wearing
shoes.
shoes when I went to the bank.
Why are there puffer fish?
They're basically bombs. They explode when they get near people.
Just like Elvis.
Like that.
I like how I confused Elvis with ice cream yesterday. Yeah, Joel can tell you.
I mean, I remember something like that happening, but I don't remember why, so no, I can't.
Well, we were in the car and Vanilla Ice was playing.
Oh,
And
yeah, cherry.
Then
ice, that's right.
Joseph was like, you know, what if we made a vanilla flavored ice? Or like just
Bullshit,
flavored
ice! That was my idea.
Okay, I'm sorry. I
Fucking stealing my idea.
You agreed that, like, you know, this would be the type of thing where it's like, you know, this is either an incredibly stupid idea, or it's like, you know, the idea that will make us millions. Like, you know, we have to sell these flavored ice cubes that you put in drinks. It's like, oh, I got a regular Coke. I wanted a cherry Coke. I'll have to put the cherry ice cube in it. And
that's not a terrible idea.
And then I was like, and then I made the comment, isn't cherry ice something to do with Elvis? So, like, the fuck? No. And then I looked it up online. I'm like, fuck, okay. The reason I thought that is because there's a Beanie Baby called Cherry Ice. And I thought it was part of the Elvis set, but apparently it's just part of the Ice set.
Oh no, the anime girl is the tentacle monster.
Oh no!
We're back.
Okie dokie.
Such insolence!
Such devastation.
What? I keep pressing the wrong fucking button.
And she's gone.
And here's, you know, smoke weed. What would it be like if us?
Okay, stay away from these waves, wherever they end up.
Yes.
Old Kentucky Shark.
Oh!
No, go kill the ad.
I'm doing it.
That's connected to you.
Oh, the one that's connected to me. Sorry, I thought
Yeah.
that was obvious to me.
Oh, Hysteria. The hell
Then
even hit me
help
with Hysteria?
Others with,
There's no way that was a look away, because I was not.
Yeah, there was a look away.
It was.
I was looking fucking nowhere near the boss.
I don't know if the thing that feared you was what did it.
Because I was heading towards the shark that Autumn was trying to kill, trying to see if I could get there first.
Guess what? She's gone.
Sure.
This is part of the reason I don't like this dungeon. The bosses waste your fucking time. The poles waste your fucking time. The theme song for the dungeon is fucking terrible. It's whiny as hell.
Is that nothing wrong with it? What? I keep pressing the wrong thing and I don't know why. Right, this. That. This. This. This is the one that's you can side. There we go. Cool. Oh, I didn't mean to have the chat over the cutscene here. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Gotta redo the video, clearly.
No, that's it. That's a reset.
Is it a reset or Ronnie? Please accept this gift. Fuck you, this turned me into an old crone again.
Alright.
Okay, I guess you didn't want to look at the treasure.
No.
Never mind.
Okay.
Don't you generally want to be actually getting gear when you're in a new expansion? Because isn't it typically better than the old tombstone stuff?
Oh.
I don't actually remember.
Wait, say again?
So, like, if you finish Heaven's Word and have all of the tombstone gear from that,
Yeah.
then the post-Heaven's Word stuff is usually worse than that. But once you get to Stormblood, it's going to start getting into, like, you know, level 71 and on gear, and you do want to actually
61.
try to go for it.
Yeah, it depends. Like, yeah, the mid to late dungeons of the next expansion will usually start to be better.
Okay,
However,
well, we're still early on, right?
you know,
it's no big deal. I just figured.
I wouldn't go out of my way for it. And also, personally, I actually don't like getting the in-between gear anyway, because it's usually green and the rest of the gear is blue, and I don't like that it looks all mismatched and it's hard to manage visually. So I don't even bother.
The augmented Shire accessories are actually... Oh wait, no, that's because they're not on full durability, never mind. Anyway, okay, so...
Doing first Sullivan wagon time.
Yeah, we're gonna... Let me switch over to Dark Knight here. This is gonna be the first time I tank in the video. Let me show off my glam for this, because I actually do have a Dark Knight glam. Weird for you to be seeing it underwater in the first context, but here you go. That's the dungeon we just did also. Anyway, are we ready?
Yep.
Somebody has a little tribute.
Oh wait, hold on. I need to not be a tank this time.
There can be two tanks.
Oh, I could be the other tank, couldn't I?
It's a trial?
Yeah.
It's a trial.
Oh, is this the seized part?
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I'll just stay as a tank.
So, for the record...
And then we can do the tank mechanics together. It'll be cool.
The plan here is we were supposed to bring the stone to the other two Treasure of the Kojin, which the Red Kojin have, and, you know, basically unite them, because that's what all the Kojin want. And they're like, I'm sure the Kami will appreciate it, and, you know, they'll help you out in casting us away the Red Kojin. Instead, a fucking Primal got summoned called Susanoo, and he's just like, ha ha ha, ha ha. He's basically Sauron Lionheart, and he's like, you are cool and strong, but so am I. How about we have a battle of wills? Yes, and whoever wins, and I will represent the Kojin. Whoever wins, you know, shall be my master. Ooh. And... or some shit like that, so, anyway,
It should probably be queuing.
Yeah. And, Alice A is basically like, shit, that was not in the plan. Oh no.
This guy is fucking great. Listen to the voice lines on this guy.
I would if the person didn't withdraw.
Yeah, if we could fucking get into the place, that'd be nice. Come on,
Oh yeah, I'm
DPS.
bleeding. Yeah, I'm
Get
bleeding.
it together.
There's a person here named Fuzz Enuts.
I think I've seen that person before.
Yeah, I've seen them around. It makes
It's
me
funny,
feel
the
like a
server has,
long-time
like-
member of the community to just constantly
Exactly.
recognize people.
It's weird. I haven't even played the game that long, and I feel like there's definitely a few people I've seen multiple times. Even though this place is supposed to have, like, several thousand people, right?
And then you get the names like Jagen Wida Sealback Twin. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna remember that one. Let's see. Okay, yeah, there's the one on my friends list calling you out. Stirngeim Oabu Manwin.
Are they trying to go for a Rugaden name?
I think so.
So, I'm sure I don't need to explain tanking. I think most people, even who haven't played an MMO, have a basic idea, but I will anyway.
I didn't.
Okay. In that case, I will explain it. So, in the dungeons, you will have noticed that, you know, enemies sometimes will target me, and often, you know, when I'm the DPS, I'll be like, oh no, why are they talking to me? And then they'll get pulled away by the tank. The tank's job is to draw the aggro, which means the enemies are going to be attacking them, and to facilitate this being a good idea, they're able to take damage better. What happened?
We'd better pull out of the queue. The delivery's on the way, so
Oh.
this is going to be a problem. 100% it would happen in the middle of the fight.
Alright, that's fine. I suppose I can cut this
Sorry.
then. I did want to explain tanking, though. I don't know if I should just save that for the...
I mean, go ahead and do it
Fine.
now, I guess,
Okay.
and then we'll just cut to when the thing
Basically, tanks are better at taking damage and keeping themselves alive. While doing this, they're still dealing damage to the enemies and the boss or whatever, but with a little bit more of a focus on just drawing all the attention and keeping yourself up. I have all these mitigation tools on the right here, like Reprisal, Dark Mind, Rampart, and Shadow Wall, and to a lesser extent, Arm's Length kind of helps as well. Though that's
It's you know, a worse melee DPS with some healing capabilities and a lot of defense.
Well, I actually don't have any self-healing. I think I have one self-healing thing now. Yeah, I have Abyssal Drain, but that's on like a pretty long recast. I could do that every minute.
I wasn't sure if it was only self-heals. The Paladin has a heal that can work on anyone.
No, that's Paladin's unique feature, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see. Over here, most of what I'm doing is a 1, 2, 3. Here's my AoE thing. These two basically deal damage and give me a buff, but they cost MP, so I have to manage that. This gives me MP back by attacking stuff. This is just my pulling the boss from far away. This is my jump towards the boss thing.
Where's the device that speeds up or slows down the passage of time?
Over here, these are new things. I think this... Yeah, this middle one I'm not going to get to use in... Actually, I think I will get to use this one. Because it's level 62, I just remembered. Because this is a Stormblood skill, but we're in Stormblood. I'm just not used to running Stormblood content. This, I don't really know what it does yet. This is like a weird thing. I think every tank gets this at 50. This is an ability that lets you stay alive after being reduced to 0 HP for a little bit. In my case, it's like... Oh, really? Well, anyway.
The other tanks do.
Yeah, this allows me to stay around. It doesn't always come up, but it's good to have in case of emergency. It lets you stay around a little bit longer, as even in a worst case scenario, it'll be around for 10 more seconds. If your healer is like on the ball, or if you communicate with them well, they can heal you enough. If they heal you enough while you're in this state, then you won't even die at all. So, yeah. And then this is just tank stance. This is just a thing that generates enmity faster than other classes, like if you have this active. The only reason you wouldn't want to have this on at all times is if there's multiple tanks in the duty, for example in a trial or in an alliance raid. You might want to be a secondary tank, in which case you might want to hold off on turning this on at first. That's basically it. Other than that, you're just dealing damage and keeping yourself alive, like anyone else. But yeah, just a little different. It's pretty fun.
Called minimal effort. It is definitely my least favorite of the 3 main roles.
Yeah, my least favorite is healing, but I don't dislike it. I feel like I haven't really done enough of it to get an impression. I've done
once you hit 50 and get better gear and stuff, it'll probably be a little smoother.
Yeah, we did Stone Vigil earlier in leveling queue, and it was kind of slow and terrible because I'm severely undergeared. But I really don't want to buy like level 40 geared for a few days. Right. Like I feel like that'd be a huge waste. So I'm kind of just dealing with it.
Anyway, I guess at this point we should just cut until we go to the thing.
So yeah, see ya for Pool of Tribute shortly. Okay, Q popped. And Joel is finished at
Q tips.
QQ.
Okay, do you want a main tank or off tank?
I'll off tank, I guess. Or whichever is easier.
I would say they're about the same difficulty here. Oh no, I guess off tanking's easier. You have less to worry about.
I do have to go off to ads, I assume, right? That's usually what the off tank does. Unless there's no ads.
In this fight.
Okay. So I'm blue DPSing basically.
Yeah, up until a certain point.
Okay.
Pascal Euclidean.
So yeah, this guy looks like fucking Undyne.
Kind of.
Okay. So I won't put on stance yet.
Let the rebels begin!
Oh. This fucking guy. Ow.
Nope. I always fucking do that. I keep using shift bottom left instead of just the bottom left. It's fucking stupid as hell. I don't know why I do that.
Oh!
That's fun.
Back him up.
Oops, didn't mean to pop back yet. Nope. Fuck. Why do I always think the bottom left is shift Bottom left, it's so weird. I didn't mean to do that
It
either.
should just be like me and play bad, then you don't have to worry about it.
Oh yeah.
That is quite the line AoE.
Ah!
Oh!
The seas part for we alone.
Here we go. When's he gonna do it? Oh, here we go.
Nice.
So that reminds me of fucking Poop Daddy.
Nobody should remind you of Poop Daddy.
I have no fucking tank busters left. Shit.
Noticing a healer died, I haven't been looking at the team at all.
Yeah, they're not important.
Haha!
The seas part for we alone.
Here we go.
Actually,
Do it again.
you know what he is? He's fucking Ballyhoo.
Ho ho ho!
No,
That was
no,
a rough
he's fucking Danny Sexbang in the music video for If We Were Gay.
I have not seen that. It sounds gay.
That's gay.
You know, a lot of people come up to us and ask, "Hey, Danny Sexbang and Ninja Brian, you two wear a lot of spandex and live together. Are you gay?" I have to laugh. Ha 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 ha
Good.
ha. That's what this guy.
Here we go.
The chaos.
Oh,
You have a responsibility as the off tank.
what would
There's
that
gonna
be?
be these orbs that spawn around the arena and
Yeah.
start to move toward the middle, and you want to absorb those so that other people don't have to.
And forever free.
Whoa.
Touch.
This
I'm just gonna be here doing this. Don't mind me.
What are you doing
Ugh.
exactly?
I'm holding up this sword so it doesn't kill you.
How are you holding it up exactly?
I'm mashing this button. And again.
What button?
Well, it's on my screen. You can't see it.
Oh. Oh, it's one of those QuickTime events that I've heard so
Yeah.
much about.
Of course, I have an auto clicker, so it's not too much of an issue, but I am doing it.
Alright.
And the DPS have to destroy the sword. And then we win.
Alright.
Now, I think we want to... I don't remember.
Just
Okay.
back to the usual.
Yep, now we just go back to the rest
back
of the
to
fight.
the lab again.
Ooh,
That was the only part where the tanks have something special to do. Resilient souls, I salute you.
Rejoice! Again,
Jackass.
Earth and stone at our beck and call.
I want to point out that in the cutscene before this, Alice is trying to figure out what to do, and she's like, well,
oh shit, I wasn't watching.
what are we supposed to do?
The one in the middle. There's
Hide
a player
behind it?
stuck in the one in the middle.
Oh. Alice is like, shit, wasn't expecting a primal, what do we do? And she's like, well, it's not a good plan, but the best thing we can do is just, me and Lise will try to distract the core gene. Xanthi, you go in and deal with it. Hey, maybe some of your adventurer friends just happen to get on a boat and end up in the Far East, I don't know. I'll ask around.
I have no mitigation for this. Now,
I do.
The seas part for we alone.
Come on, Susanna, you know you love me.
thought it was a good guy.
I don't really have much to say about this. It's kind of speaks for itself. What am I done here?
Heal check.
This is pretty fun, though.
What do you mean heal check?
He just fucked up the entire party.
I don't know this shit.
Nice adventurer plate. Oh, and they're gone.
Yeah. Oh. Heyo, how's it going? you?
No,
Why the hell did
commendo.
I get 2 commendations?
You stole mine.
You stole fizzy lifting drink.
You stole Beefy Boy!
Meanwhile, off the coast of Othard. Oh,
Meanwhile,
boy.
thousands of miles away.
Stormblood has been doing a lot of meanwhiles. A couple quests ago, it just randomly popped over to show me Gosetsu getting tortured by Yugiri. No, not Yugiri. That would be something. By Yotsuyu. Alright, what is this? What am I looking at?
Didn't know Yugiri was into that sort of stuff.
Oh, it's just the Confederacy, guys.
Everybody peas.
Nary a peep from the shellbacks, sir. That's enough to make one wonder.
I'm surprised that the Kojin, like, don't take, like, offense to being called shellbacks, as far as I could tell.
Fucking goobacks.
The Red have sounded the alarm.
Alarm is not a fucking
under
word.
attack. Fierce fighting in the
It
stronghold.
is in this world.
The vault breached by outsiders and strange.
I wonder where it
tales
came from, because, like, I saw it in some other piece, some other work, and I'm like, oh, is that a medieval term for alarm? I looked it up. No, it's not a real word. Like, maybe I didn't look hard enough, I swear I checked, and it's just not a word. And then I started hearing it in this game, and I'm like, what do you mean?
What's the word?
Alarum. It's literally alarm, but with a U between the R and the M.
I'll be damned, they did it.
The first result on Google just says archaic term for alarm.
What? I looked this shit
Their
up.
will not have a better opportunity to drive the Imperials.
Maybe I looked up the
Apparently it was in
etymology of...
Macbeth.
Maybe I looked up the etymology of the word alarm, and it has no relation to it or something. I can't remember.
On the other hand, naught was put in writing.
Yeah, I think it came from Macbeth.
But if your mind is made up, then that is that.
This guy's hair is strange.
Not strange
I should
enough.
add that if you
Leftover
were to
sandwich
change
sauce
your
needs a
mind,
cavity.
none would gainsay your decision, nor think you beholden to your
The fuck did I even
past.
just say?
Nor would
What are
anyone
you talking
begrudge
about?
you a spot of revenge into the bargain. Like the little miss said, we knew this day would come.
So yeah, basically these people have been trying to not get involved, but they do kind of want to,
may be a
you
rotting
know, say
husk,
fuck you to the Garleans.
but at least the tavern keeper
Go
knows
fuck
what he
yourself.
drinks.
Well said for a temperate man.
I like the hair clipping through the mask.
Hear me, comrades! We made a bargain with the Eorzeans, and I mean to uphold our end of it. I mean to remind the Garleans that this is our sea, that all here belongs to the Confederacy. All that is theirs is ours for the taking, and take it we shall. We will strip them of everything they hold dear.
Ba, 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 ba.
Alright, cool. Looks like we have them on our side now. And, oh, here we go. Here's the tavern again. I guess the audience is going to get to see a little bit of Yotsuyu. There she is.
There she
Not
is.
this fucker.
Bitch.
This is the fucker that we beat
This
up
one is
before.
iron. My hands will break before he speaks.
Kami, give me strength. Are you good at anything?
She's a little bit D. Vasquez. She's a little bit Umbridge.
I'd hope this might prove more productive than
was
blinding
that first
fires,
one?
but I see you are
D.
determined to
Vasquez.
waste
This is
my
the Ace
time.
Attorney character that I showed you guys
Very
before.
well.
With the long pipe. For smoking.
Oh, right.
Line them up.
She has a sense
Kill
of
one
style.
for
She's
every
a complete
question he
bitch.
refuses to
Yeah,
answer.
you know, it's a shame for someone this fucking terribly cruel to be so stylish.
Hurt them.
You heard it here first. People who have a sense of style are evil.
You have given me precisely that thus far, so what have I to lose? Mark me, samurai. I will find Lord here, be it with your help or with your heads.
Confederate scum! You will pay for that!
They've come to save us!
My god, how have I never seen this before? Oops, didn't mean to screen
And
share.
this after I took such pains to cow them. Even pirates have their pride, I suppose. Enough to march to their deaths, no less. The stupidity of it all.
It means titty.
The one tiny bit of depth she seems to have is that Gosetsu
I shall just
mentioned that she was a widow at one point, and that seems to be the origin of her desire for revenge. I still don't know the exact circumstances. They've deliberately not gone into details, but yeah.
She's from the only show that plays only
Tells revenge.
tells revenge. Yeah.
The Revenge Show. Lance the Boil.
Revenge show.
My
The
lady,
panda.
I'm going outside.
Panda.
It's his fucking face.
Oh, I just got a free company invite.
Oh
I
boy.
was saying earlier, this never happens to me.
It's because it's a Saturday, like I said.
Kami are not finished with you yet.
We never play on Saturdays.
Except it's actually past midnight for you guys too, so it's technically Sunday for all of us.
There's no end to them.
Zelos
Just keep
Chaos
coming.
Rabbit. Squeak. Or sorry,
Okay.
Then we must be
Squawk.
doing something right. We have to hold out for as long as we can. She's counting on...
Oops, didn't mean to skip out.
Cuddle Spy.
Did not think this cutscene was going to be this long. I would have screen shared it to you guys if so.
Slain by the shoulders one!
That's okay. I don't really care about it. It's in Stormblood. It's bad.
Yeah.
I've been enjoying the story well enough. It's not. I've not noticed any kind of dip in story quality.
I'm glad that you are enjoying it. That's good.
Did you defeat him?
Well, in that case, how do you fancy helping us keep the Kojin occupied until the Confederacy make their move?
It's interesting hearing how the different actors deliver different things. You get Lise and Alice being very like the Kojin in Kugane, and then you've got like Yotsu being like the Kojin and Kugane and Samurai.
I think we've done
Well,
what we
she
can
lives here, right?
Yeah,
Let's
no, it
withdraw
makes
and
sense.
make for the
It's just
village.
funny.
Right. Although, they don't seem keen to let us go.
Just teleport.
Or... Cyanide.
Hear me, Kojin of the Red. We have no quarrel with you. Only your Imperial masters. No more blood need be shed this day. I pray you let us go in peace.
Besides, we beat up your gods, so
You dare speak to us of peace?
Yeah, you guys are probably not too keen on fucking with us now that we've killed your god. Susano's like, that was a good fight. You're a good people. I'm gonna fuck off now.
Now's our chance. Don't worry about her. She can handle herself.
Something about that delivery was very funny to me. Lisa's just like, that's our chance, we can go. Don't worry about her, she can handle herself. Just like very quickly, just like, yeah, don't worry about that, so she's fine.
Yeah, it's... The Polar Express? Man, get out of here.
There's been like 5 different Little Mermaid references in these underwater quests.
Spinopalatine ganglion neuralgia. fuck kind of name for a fate is that?
Oh no, okay, it's a fate. I think I've heard of that.
I can't let you take
Shit,
all
what
the
was the
glory,
thing
can
from
I?
Futurama where they had to go into Fry's brain to, like, cut something out, and he calls it, like, the ganglion? I don't remember what it was. Splanctic ganglion, or something.
Alright, looks like I'm heading over there. But yeah, that's been an episode of this. Next time, we're gonna go to Bottom's Metal, which I assume is probably in Yansha. AKA...
no.
Well, not in Yansha, in Doma. No?
Well, broadly, yeah.
Alright, well anyway. I don't know anything about it. All I know is that's the next thing on the list, so... See you guys then. Goodbay. Where's the stop button on this